So first on my watch list for this week on the NGX are the banking stocks. I think banking stocks will come under pressure because there are reports of the CBN circular instructing banks under forbearance to suspend dividends, bonuses, and foreign expansion. While there have been reports here and there, and as an analyst, you can kind of figure out the banks in question, the broader banking sector, you'll be a decline in the banking stocks due to that uncertainty. I think it would have been much better if the CBN had listed the banks, and then that way investors can then decide whether they want to maintain position or to exit those banks, pending when they exit forbearance. So banking stocks very likely will do poorly the first few days of the week till there's more clarity from either the CBN or banks generally. Next on my watch list is Legend. Legend Internet was the best performing stock last week, up by 32%. So traders very likely will decide to take some profit this week. And if you have the broader stock market decline a bit due to uncertainty around banks, you might decide rather than wait, why don't I take profits and then see how things are. Presco is on my radar this week because it's just about 15 naira away from hitting the 1,000 mark. A 1,000 mark is very significant because you have a handful of stocks that are trading at over 1,000 naira a share. So I think that it's very possible this stock could hit that mark in this trading week if we don't have a turbulent trading week. Okomu is a player also in the oil palm space. Okomu may break out. I think it's trading around 650 or so. So if Presco crosses or hits the 1,000 mark, people may decide to move into Okomu just in the anticipation that hey, this stock would hit that mark. I don't think that Okomu would cross the 1,000 naira mark anytime soon because it's a much smaller firm compared to Presco. But just sentiments, people might reason, well, if I can't afford 1,000 naira per share, then maybe I'll do Okomu that is way cheaper and all that. So I think that you might see similar sentiments, upward sentiments, if Presco crosses that mark. Fitsin, I believe, is trading at an all-time high. It's possible that investors or traders, in this case, because investors I say are more long-term, traders may decide to take profit this week. Like I said, if the markets are trading in a negative form, then you might have people decide to take cash off the table and then come back when the market is settled. May and Baker, another pharma firm, I think it's closely trading at a all-time high as well. So it could retrace this week. Now, same thing for custodian. It could also retrace this week if traders decide to take profit. But in my view, if we get some clarity around, or if we have news of the president signing the insurance bill, then I think you might see some movement in these sectors. And two, this stock is in a very liquid stock. So for anyone who's positioned here, it's very likely that they have a longer term time frame rather than just a speculative reason. Beggar Paints, the stock is close to its 52-week high. I think it will retrace this week, depending on how the market moves. It's also possible that I could keep pushing forward as well, and so really it's one of two things that may happen with Beggar Paints. Tantalizers has a spot on my watch list because it traded large volumes on Friday, over 400 million shares traded. In the last, I would say maybe month or so, the stock has been trading consistently large volumes. due to enthusiasm over new management, moves the company has been making, following that and all. So it's possible. I mean, when you look at it in Naira terms, 400 million shares is a fairly large amount of money. I mean, cash wise, that's, if I correct, this should probably be over 800 million naira. So that's fairly significant. I hope that there's a bit more color around who bought and all that. And I think eventually we may see that. Please note that this is not investment or trading advice. Like, share, subscribe. It helps with the algorithm and just generally helps with pushing the content out there. I think there's a great need for content around the Nigerian markets as well. Questions you can drop in the comment section, or you can send in the email to the email address rather on your screen. Have yourselves a great trading week ahead.